Hey guys, what's up? Mr. Strategy here, and today I'm going to show you this warrior deck, which, as you might already know from the title, is Odd Warrior, or Odd Control Warrior if you prefer. Now, I haven't made any videos in some time, and that's mainly because I didn't have any good recording gear, and I had some issues with my sound on my videos. Now those issues aren't really solved yet, but I'm working on it, so I'm hoping you have a better sound quality in future videos. Maybe not immediately, but in the further future certainly. And so I haven't made any videos in quite a while, but well, I'm back, and this time I'll try to have a tighter video schedule. Anyway, I also need to see, because since my last video lots of things have changed. There's been the new expansion, the BOOMSDAY project, of course you know that already, and I waited for the meta to stabilize, like definitely, which I believe we can say is the case now. I mean, it's late September, so okay. And I also crafted my decks. Well, you know, I'm not free to play, but I don't pay a lot on the game, so I do have to economize quite a bit for my decks. So I waited until I had a couple of good decks to show you. Now, Odd Warrior is a very simple concept to play. Basically, what you're going to want to do is defend during the whole game. And this is going to be easier with an upgraded hero power that you'll be getting from Baku the Moon Eater. So your upgraded hero power is going to give you 4 armor. Now 4 armor, is quite a lot. And if you can do that like every turn or every 2 turns or something, you can accumulate armor very fast. For the rest, you're just going to be defending with these cards. Omega Assembly is mainly for value, and you better play this on turn 10 or later so that you can get 3 mechs with it. Shield Slam, defense, you're going to have lots of armor, so you use this on very strong minions, so you can basically just clear them for 1 mana. Gluttonous Ooze for weapon removal, and it also gives you armor at the same time, pretty great. You need Silence, so Iron Beak Owl is there. Of course, you can only use odd-costed cards if you want to play Baku, so you have to use Iron Beak Owl instead of the Spellbreaker. Mind Control tech is mainly against aggro decks. You're going to see normally playing against aggro is really fun because you have a plethora of defensive resources, and it's basically almost always a win against decks like Odd Rogue or Zoo Warlock, and Mind Control tech makes this even easier by enabling you to steal a minion from your opponent if he has 4 or more on the board. Reckless Flurry, this is more of a desperate thing, but if you're really getting swarmed and you don't know what to do, well then you waste your armor, you spend it so you don't have it anymore, and you just pretty much clear the board normally. Even if you don't have any armor, then you can just hero power for 2 and Reckless Flurry, 4 damage to all minions, so you'll have a 4 damage removal that costs 5, which is not bad at all. Shield Block, now this card draws, and that's a bit of a bummer in this deck, because the basic strategy of this deck is to defend the whole game and then win the game in fatigue, because you will have drawn less than your opponent. And of course Shield Block does draw some cards, and therefore I advise you never play it when facing another control deck, another Odd Warrior deck for example. But against those aggro decks it's okay to use because it gives you 5 armor, which is sturdy, and you'll definitely still have a bigger deck than theirs, because aggro decks normally draw quite a lot, especially Zoo. Now Stonehill Defender is defense, and you can get some value by discovering another taunt minion, that's always great. Brawl, you know, defense removal. Dire Horn Hatchling not only defends you by giving you a taunt, but it also gives you a 6/9 Dire Horn with taunts. Once it dies, it shuffles that card into your deck, which means that you have a bigger deck by one card, and that's important because you want to get as many cards in your deck as possible to get as much fatigue advantage as possible. You have two of those. Dinomatic, which is a really brilliant card. It allows you to just clear lots of small boards just by playing it, because it deals 5 damage randomly split along all minions except mechs. Elisa Trailblazer, who's, well, you mainly play her to get even more value by shuffling a sealed Ungoro pack into your deck. This, of course, gives you a bigger deck, so gives you a bigger advantage once you reach fatigue, and it also the pack in itself is also very interesting to play once you don't have a lot of cards in your hand anymore, because then you immediately get a refill of 5 cards and you can play on again. Giggling Inventor, purely defensive. Also, the mechs with Taunt and Divine Shield are, well, mechs, as it says, so they won't be targetable by Dinomatic. Super Collider is also quite a star in this deck. It allows you to efficiently clear some minions by attacking just one of them. The minion will attack one of the minions which sits next to it, so they just deal their damage to each other, which is a surprisingly good way of clearing. Ziliax, which is also there for defense. It's mostly good when you magnetize it on another mech, but when it's alone it's good too. I mean, it has Divine Shield, has Taunt, Rush, and Lifesteal, which is also not unimportant. Now, Azalina Soul Thief is a card that is not really used in all Odd Warrior builds, but I've discovered it to be pretty good because it allows you to steal your opponent's hand, and this is especially important when your opponent is playing another control deck, for example. So when you're having a mirror match, Azalina will often give you an advantage because you can just play as many cards as you want in the end game, I mean, and still get enough value, enough cards in your hands by stealing your opponent's hand once your hand gets a little empty. But it's especially interesting to play when you're facing Control Quest Warrior with Baku. Those exist, and then you can just steal their quest reward from them once they've completed their quest. And it's even better when you can play it against Targogol Druid, because normally Odd Control Warriors are lost in advance to Targogol Druid, because Targogol Druid simply steals your deck from you and there's nothing he can do, and you end up in fatigue first, and that hurts. But with Azalina, once they've discounted their Targogol with the Dream Petal Florist, you can simply steal their hand, and you'll get a copy of Targogol or of Azalina as well, and that means you can re-switch decks with your own Targogol, so the battle isn't over. Anyway, it's not necessary. You can also replace it with, I believe, Big Game Hunter, which is an epic. Big Game Hunter is generally good just for big minion removal, but it's just another defensive tool, and I believe you already have enough of them in this deck, while Azalina can give you that little extra thing against what normally are irritating matchups. Dr. Boom Mad Genius, he's mostly there for value, and sometimes you best not play him too fast, because sometimes especially when playing aggro or mirror matches, you want to get as much armor as possible, which isn't possible with Dr. Boom anymore. But against something like mid-range decks or Death Rattle Hunter or stuff like that, you can play Dr. Boom and just get as much value as you can with your hero power, which changes every turn, and with your mechs, which will have Rush. And finally, well, Baku, already told you about him. So he's just there to give your hero power a boost and to enable you to gain lots of armor in. So here we are in this first battle. We're facing a hunter. Now this probably means either Death Rattle Hunter or Secret Hunter. which are both pretty doable matchups. I'm just going to keep the cheaper cards. Mind Control Tech can often take control of wolves that he summons with his Spellstone. Stonehill Defender is just good defense. Anyway, I gotta warn you, something I didn't say in the intro is that Odd Warrior battles are often very long, so well, it's normal if you base your strategy on fatiguing your opponent. It's going to take a long time, so this video is probably also going to feature some longer matches. If you can notice, I'm using a new card back, which is the Legend card back. In the last video I said I'd never been to Legend yet, which was true. But I'm happy to announce that I finally made it there on the 31st of July 2018. So I stayed there only one day, but it was great, and I got the card back, so I was pretty proud. I did it with the Even Warlock deck that I showed you, by the way. So. Alright, back to the game. Now, I'm not going to play Mind Control Tech because I'd like to use him for his effect. I could play Stonehill Defender or Shield Block, and I think I'm going to take the former because I'm not threatened enough to play Shield Block right now, and Stonehill Defender is generally just a better card to play. So, let's take Psionic Chain Gang. It's good because it's a 4 cost, and we normally don't really play any even cost cards in this deck, which might help us on the curve. Like you see here, we can immediately play him. Just sitting back and waiting to see what he's going to do, what he's going to play. We're certainly not the beatdown here. Right, so Giggling Inventor, it's a card that's really played in lots of decks. We're just going to let him have that. I believe we can already play Super Collider. It's a good way of eliminating one of the mechs and the Inventor herself. And then here we go. There we go. And we get a couple of hits on the enemy hero. But as I said, our main goal is not to hit the enemy hero as much as possible. Well, it's nice when we can do that, but it's not like we're going to kill him. I mean, normally. Right. Okay. I believe we can just draw a little. I'm gonna draw twice, because I don't believe I'll be in fatigue after refilling my deck with Elise and the Direhorn hatchlings. Right, that Grizzly is really unimpressive. I have so many cards in hand, it only gets 3 health. So, yay for us. So, yeah, we're at a fatigue disadvantage, but as I said, I'm gonna be able to refill my deck a little. I could already do it immediately with Elise. I mean, I'm not in any real danger, so Elise hero power.
It's hammer time.
I'm just clearing these two.
This jungle hides many.
And that card goes into our deck. And as you can see, we have 9 armor without really having to focus on that, so it comes naturally, the armor, when you play this deck.
Where's my...
So looks like Death Rattle Hunter. that's enough. Okay, so you can get rid of them both by attacking King Crush and then super colliding into Katharina. He's going to get a new beast.
Maybe.
Let me see what I can do.
No.
I think I'm just gonna go for this. Or that. No, I don't want to take all that damage. Let's see how that works. Yeah, another big one, of course. Now we gotta play a little bit defensively. Giggling Inventor should do the trick. Now I'm wondering which one I'd attack. I'm going to take the... Nah, I'm going to do a King Crush. It's better. Anyway. Oh yeah, Musty Horror. Yeah, I half expected him to have that. That's why I killed King Crush instead of the Savannah Highway. Many people run this card now just precisely for this Giggling Inventors. But we don't in this deck. Right. Super Colliding won't help with anything. So, what's he going to be? I could silence his Savannah High main, which is what I might want to do. Anyway, I don't see anything good to do right now. So yeah, I'm going to silence it. I'm going to play a mind control tech. We don't want them sitting in our hand either, and getting some armor. We're in bad shape, but we might just survive this. And if we do, well, that normally means we win in fatigue, as we now already have a bigger deck than him.
My pack will hunt you.
Yeah, that's the only card. We have some trouble on our hands. They all have Rush now. I think we're going to have to Reckless Flurry this board, because this is one of those situations where we're really desperate. Problem is, once he dies, he gets 2 new Hound Masters, and I don't really want that. I can't take control of one of his minions, which is probably one of the best things to do for the moment.
Maybe.
But I gotta watch out. I mean,
No.
I can't let him lethal me. So. Yeah.
Engaging TC-130. Mental dislocate.
Oh, that's great. Really, that's good. I think I'm gonna get myself a mech. Well, 3 mechs, that is. Oh, this is good. Rush. We definitely want some rush. Alright, we should survive the next turn. And we got a very valuable minion from our opponent. This Carnivorous Cube. But we're still in a bad shape. I'll agree to that. I'm starting to regret that I used my first mind control tech for no real reason. He's got a huge board right now. It's gonna be hard to get rid of these. Well, I still have Reckless Flurry, but those mechs have Divine Shield. Are they called again? Annoyatrons, yeah. One of the nice things with Reckless Flurry is that if I play Eternium Rover and Goblin Bomb before doing that, they'll die. This won't give me armor, this won't give them damage. Okay, he's giving the Hammermonsters. He's going to want to get rid of them, I suppose. This is not bad for us, frankly. This is good. Of course, here one of them dies. Okay. I'm pretty satisfied here. I think I'm going to live a little bit longer.
That didn't quite hit the mark.
I can deal 6 damage to all minions, but I don't really want to get rid of my armor right now. Since my minions have rush, well, I guess
Maybe...
I'm going to
No.
get some profit out of that. I have a shield slam, so that's great. I think we definitely need some armor. I think Super Collider is good too. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do.
It's hammer time!
Right.
I got him fresh meat!
I'm just going to attack here for some armor. So this is going to be our next target, that other Handmaster. I think we're doing okay right now. He only has 3 cards in his hand, so he's got to watch out. Okay, I don't know why he did that. That seems a little bit... Right.
Your weakness.
This is annoying. He gets 2 new ones. Probably going to have to kill that cube and then super collide the board. Reckless Flurry the board. Yeah, if I Reckless Flurry now, we'll leave him with 2 Handmasters. Check and then Dinomatic and Super Collide. If I Super Collide them, they'll be left with 5 health. So actually, this is good. Yeah, this is good. And I can even do a power to pull that. So.
Light the fuses!
This works perfectly. Whew, we finally got rid of his minions.
Oh, thank you.
And he only has 2 cards in his hand, so the future is looking bright. Yeah, so that's one of the cards that Rattle Hunt. Now this which with Grizzly's looking better than the first. I can't super collide him, of course, because that egg would just hatch. That'd be horrible. I think we're already ready to play our Angoro pack. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Together 5 cards.
Gold and legendary!
2 golden legendaries, wow. If only I had that in real pack. Alright, so we're just going to play some more defense. Just 1 cost card should be okay. I could attack, and I'm going to do it. Right, he basically has no hand at all, so it's not like he's got any super aggressive things to do, I believe. Or super removal things or anything. What I'm trying to say is he can't really surprise us. Okay, this is annoying. Almost our whole board, but okay. This card is so magnificent. We definitely don't want to play this one because he's going to attack it a couple of times and we're going to get 3 damage every time. The chicken could get annoying. He's playing well around our Super Collider, putting his minions on both sides of that egg. what am I going to do? I think I'm going to play Baku and Shield Slam as chicken. That could be an idea. Well, Baku is not really a great card overall, but okay. Better have a Baku than no Baku, I guess. Yeah.
I gotta move.
I will silence this.
So this is just for extra protection. Maybe wasting a Shield Slam on that chicken was not the best idea, but I'm looking short term right now. I don't want to get killed in the next couple of turns because of a chicken who suddenly gains 5 extra attack. That would just be a bit shameful. Right, he isn't really threatening us right now. And I can silence one of his eggs, which is great. I can also just play Tarantus and kill his Grizzly, which is actually very appealing to me because he doesn't have a big hand, so it's going to be really hard for him to get rid of his Tarantus if possible at all, so I could get a lot of damage in his face, although it's absolutely not good for defense, but I like to try this because I don't see him beating 15 health. I mean, I have 15 health, so let's try this. Very impressive card. I think it's the best individual card in the game. If you just look at its stats and its effects, the problem is it's pretty vanilla, so yeah. Now this is going to be a problem. I really don't like him. Now what could I do about him? Well, not much, I believe. I don't even have any tones, so that's annoying. I'm just going to get some mechs. Wait, when I burn any? No, it's okay. I can get some mechs. Mechathune. I don't think we'll need him, but you never know. Right. Okay. We definitely need some armor. This card is just sitting in my hand.
Reporting for duty.
Sparking. We're going to silence one of his eggs. So that's good. There's nothing we can really do about that Zombieast. It's going to hurt our face, but it's not going to kill us, so unless he's got a finisher in his hand, he's going to have to watch out, because we have a really aggressive board here, which is really rare when you play out-control warrior, but it's the case here, so you see, sometimes it can get super aggro. See his face with that, and do we have a lethal next turn? I think that's possible. Well, yeah, we simply have a lethal. That's great. 7 damage from Baku, and yeah. Okay, that was it. Strangely not a win by fatigue, but a win simply by powerful board. Always nice. And on to the... Okay, so here we go for this second battle with this awesome Odd Warrior deck, which, by the way, is considered the strongest warrior deck of the moment, the only actual warrior meta deck, although I'm going to show you some other warrior decks you can try in next videos. This is certainly considered the strongest. Now we're playing a Warlock, so this means even Warlock, or Zoo Warlock, or Control Warlock, or Cube Warlock. I don't see anything else in those four. Now, if it's a Zoo, we're lucky, because we know we should be able to fend him off. We're going to kick out the Omega Assembly. As I said, we want to play this on turn 10 only. AAECAY will be good against Cube and Control to silence minions like Rin or the Cubes. Stolen Defender is always good to have into your starting hand, so I'm happy with this. Mind Control Tech is great against Zoo.
None will survive.
Now let's see if it's an even.
We have turned
It's an even Warlock. Okay, it's my favorite kind of Warlock. Right, so now we know what he's playing. I must say I would have preferred to have a Shield Slime in my hand, because the inevitable Mountain Giants are going to be coming, and I don't have any cheap removal for them, except Reckless Flurry, but that seems a bit too off the top for just one minion. But anyway, let's see how this unfolds.
Out of my jungle!
This is a tough one. I think I'm just going to go with Tarlord. I consider him the strongest minion of those three. It's intuitively, really. Not even sure if it was the right choice, but okay. Right, he's playing small minions for the moment, so that means he's not going to get out a Mountain Giant as quickly as he can, which is pretty good for us. And I think I'm just going to get some more armor and hope to draw a Shield Slam sooner or later. He's got 8 cards, so he can't play a Mountain Giant right now. But he can play that, of course. Oh, Brawl's good. Brawl is great. But I'd like to steal one of his minions next turn if he plays one more. And I think I'm going to silence his Drake anyway, because... yeah, I'm going to silence his Drake. I don't see any better minions you can silence in an even Warlock deck, so... And here's the Mountain Giants. So, oh, that's too bad. We're not going to be able to steal one of his minions. I really wanted to. If we could get our hands on that Mountain Giant, that would have been great, but it's not possible. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of 2 of his minions in one blow. And face the Mountain Giants, which normally should not be able to kill us on its own. Now, he might drop a second Mountain Giant now, which would be very impressive. Very annoying as well. But then we could just get rid of both of them with our Super Collider, so... okay. And he wastes 5 entire mana, that's very surprising. Anyway, here's our Shield Slam, a turn too late, I'm afraid. I'm not gonna play Dr. Boom, because it's not really necessary right now, and not defensive enough, so... I mean,
so many choices.
Tarlord is a good choice here. Yeah, I don't regret picking that Tarlord from the Downhill Defender earlier.
Your magic shall not
Ow,
save
okay. That's not bad. That hurts a lot. Well, anyway, we're going to be able to play Dr. Boom Magis in combination with Shield Slam this time. We're going to be able to Super Collider into his Spellbreaker. Oh yes, I've got it. It's simple. I'm just going to gain some armor here. Heal us more armor to the Giants. And yeah, now I can actually just The armor is more important than not drawing now. Anyway, he's an even warlock, so he draws a lot with his hero power, so we shouldn't be scared of losing his keyboard.
Become our greatest strength.
Right, that's the card you play when you don't have anything else to play. No, what am I going to respond to? I think Dr. Boom could be an option now to get some value for the rest of the game. And anyway, I don't see any good alternatives right now, so I'm going to hero power first to get as much armor as possible, and then there I got 16 health, 16 armor, so we're pretty good on the health from the health point of view. So at some point we'll be able to steal a minion from him. Else I'm just going to have to play mind control tech without its effect kicking in. Okay. Right. I'm wondering what he should do here. I think he's just best to get rid of his minions. And then just play defensively. Like this. Clear away this. How's that go? Clear away his Hooked Reaver. And then I'm going to play Douglas Ooze because even Warlock decks never run any weapons anyway. I mean, the only Warlock weapon is Skull of the Minari, and that's a not-cost card, so impossible. Now we're going to get 7 over the next week. Really sweet. And I'm just going to get rid of these rather useless minions with a perfect Dinomatic. Now, our Omega Assembly is getting its Omega effect, so we can play it now. Okay. Not impressive, but I'll take it. Not that I have any choice. And the armor is very important as well. We're totally winning this fatigue war. Once it will come, so we're insured on that point.
Bubblies and yummies!
Okay. Now the Active Rush, we can play Security Rover and get a double minion. Which I would like to have, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to play Security Rover. And Hero Power.
Time for a master plan.
I think I could also play Stonehill Defender, but that would mean I wouldn't be able to clear this Dread Infernal, so I'm just going to go.
Hostile detected.
This guy here is pretty useless for the moment, and he'll probably be useless for the whole game because I don't see even Warlocks playing 1 or less attack minions, sadly. Okay, that's a good play. He's playing a bit defensively, well that's not what he should want right now. Anyway, the armor great as usual. Discover Taunt minion. Oh, I'd like that Omega Defender. It's going to have 12 attack now, so that's great. But I'm not going to play it immediately, because he could just take it down. I mean, I think. No, he could not take it down immediately, but gotta wait. Play it at the moment when your opponent least expects for a maximum effect. Okay, that was a good try, but in the end, it wasn't that powerful. Just all it did was take off one of his minions as well, damaging his minion. I don't really mind. Zeliax, great card, though perhaps not that great right now. Let's see what we have here. Oh, this is great. Kaboom bots can get rid of both enemies. And now I believe is a good time to play our 12 attack. And we have armor again. This is unbelievable. I'm getting all this armor. That's really great. Okay. Ah, right. Yeah, that's too bad. That's too bad. Let's get our mechs full rush. That's important. And we can kill his mountain giant, which is obviously great. Armor, and we use his goblin bomb, which might or might not deal 2 damage to him one day. Another big minion, right? Well, I can't say I didn't expect it because I play even more of myself, so I do know what these decks look like in general. And the great thing here is that we've got a bulldozer with Divine Shield, which is going to take us out that Lich King at no cost whatsoever, except the Divine Shield. So that was a very good minion to have right there. Azalina Soul Thief is not going to be necessary this game, because he doesn't have any special combos or anything. Ah, the Spellstone is so strong.
Shields up!
Okay. Trying to kill this Celiax. Celiax 0 power. And I think we're going to play Mind Control Tech, because... Oh no, we're not going to play him. We're going to play him once he plays Blood Reaver Gul'dan. Oh, and our Scorpomatics is finally getting some use here. That's right, we can use it to destroy this guy. We're going to... Oh yes, this is good.
Unity.
Magnetize. He only has 3 cards left, so he's going to have to play very aggressively to take me down now. I mean, I've got a total of 39 health.
Your magic shall not.
Okay, that's not bad. It's actually pretty good. Ouch. I think we're going to need more. I'm actually pretty sure about that. We can't let these minions live. And we can't steal any of these. Roll and then Dynamatics to kill the remaining minions.
Light the fuses!
Dynamatics are really great. And some more armor, people. We're going to get... We're really getting great hero powers.
Me hungry.
That must have taken out one of our shield slams. Yeah. Okay, well, too bad. Won't be able to play that one. Oh, I still have 2 mind control techs. Okay. For some reason I thought I already played one of them. And still I'm going to keep them both for Blood Reaver Gul'dan. I'm going to play defensively here. Oh, am I kidding? I can't really kill that skulking Geist. Just this. And he's out of cards! Great. Yeah, that's my friend. He's going to make some videos on his channel too normally. I mean later. I mean he'll talk to you about it. Anyway, we're going to silence that Geist. I'm just going to respond to him because I want to be polite. Right, what can I do here? I could brawl, but it's a bit soon for that, so... Oh, I'm just going to play the mind control set. And we get more armor. This is amazing. There are like 5 different hero powers that Dr. Boom can get, and we're getting blast shield almost every time. This is really great. I mean, perhaps delivery drone would be even better now, but the armor is always good. Yeah, that was not superb, I'd say. Okay, hatchling. Great thing is that I can't kill my hatchling with only one of his minions. He's got 2 cards in his hand. Normally Bugler will be done part of those. And what else could he have? Maybe a Drake? He plays 2 Twilight Drakes. If it is a Drake, it's not going to have a lot of health. And there's cooldown. Okay. We're going to be able to mind control tech him. It's really sweet. We could, of course, play it really safe and brawl or something, but I really want to steal one of his minions. Though, you know what? No, I'm just going to play the safe way. I mean,
Okay, then.
I'm gonna Reckless Flurry. All those minions are dead now. It's going to go 1 left. Gain some extra armor. Now it's oh well, okay.
For now.
Yeah, he's not going to save himself on the card. Right. Okay guys, and here we go for this final battle of the video. Let's hope I can make this another win, so we'll have a perfect win streak in this video. I'm gonna take that Super Collider out, because it costs a bit too much. Reckless Flurry. Now we play some kind of Recruit Hunter, Shield Slam could be good, and as I always say, Stonehill is a good card to have in your hand against anything, any kind of decks. And we have 2. Baku's not good.
None will survive.
You really want to avoid having Baku in your starting hand. Just doing nothing on turn 1 is something you'll have to get used to. If you're an aggro player, that can be really weird in the beginning. Yeah, he played a secret, so I'm pretty sure he's a secret hunter. That seems so obvious when I say it. Right, let's hope we can get our Gluttonous Boost soon, so we can destroy that weapon.
Out of my jungle!
Take the hatchling, of course, because it fits in our deck, as we already run 2 of them, so... Okay, all those secrets. Now what could he have? He could have a freezing trap. He could have the one that deals 2 damage to all enemies. He could have the one that summons a 3-cost minion.
Go
Let's find out. And it's a wandering monster.
What fools these mortals be!
Got a good minion. And second secret, and it's explosive trap. Okay. So now he doesn't have any secrets anymore. That's great. And we're just going to play on Stonehill. 2 Downhorn Hatchlings out of 2 Stonehill Defenders. So we now have 3 Downhorn Hatchlings in our hands. You can take your screenshots now if you want. This is pretty exceptional. If we draw another Downhorn, I can't pronounce this, Downhorn Hatchling next turn, we're going to have 4. That's going to be even more spectacular.
I wonder.
Ah, the wolves. If only I had mind control tech right now. All those 3-cost 3 static minions. This calls for a Super Collider to take them out 2 by 2. I'm going to start with the beasts first, because they normally synergize the best. So there you go. Still gonna take a fair amount of damage here. You can deal 12 damage total, which is very unpleasant. But we're going to get rid of those minions pretty soon.
This beast will not be tamed.
What is this doing? Okay. I hate bear sharks. So hard to target. Okay, he's super aggressive. Oh yes, mind control tech. This is great.
Engaging TC-130.
Stealing a minion from your opponent is always great, people. That's something valuable to remember. I'd like to take out his bear shark, but I think I can just do that with my minions anyway, so I'm going to take out the wolves to do less damage. I mean, what I just said wasn't really accurate, because I didn't take one less damage. Okay, never mind. So, we're not fantastic on health, but he shouldn't be able to hit us that much anymore, and we're going to defend. We've got 3 Downhorn Hatchlings, I repeat, all 3 with taunt. I'm checking right now, so that should save us from some damage. This guy's also going to be important, and this guy's This god is so great in Secret Hunter, obviously, but it's not a legendary that you can really use in any other class.
Quickly.
Okay, what can we do now? I'm thinking Direhorn or Ziliax. If we play Ziliax, we can take out the bear shark. That's probably something I want. While Direhorn's a bit passive, so I'm just going to play Ziliax. And he was I'm just going to get rid of these minions. Safely. And well, I'm going to sacrifice my pixie here. I get rid of the pixie instead of the mind control tech, because maybe if he plays a freezing trap that sends our mind control tech back into our hand, he'll be able to steal another minion later on, which, as you see now, is not going to be the case. But we're still going to be able to do some nice things now. Dinomatic is sadly going to leave one of those wolves with 1 health. So I think I'm just going to draw another Dinomatic and play my Direhorn Hatchling. I mean, one of my 3 Direhorn Hatchlings, 4 if you count the one that's there in the deck. Right, another secret, 2 other secrets. And 3 other secrets. Okay. Well, that's what you get when you play Secret Hunter. Yeah, definitely when I attack with my hatchling, be it a wolf or his hero, at least one of the secrets is going to trigger. So let's just close our eyes and do this. Freezing. Oh, that destroys him. Okay. And another. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Can I? Right. 6. Yes, I can kill them all with 2 Dinomatics. As I already said earlier, these Dinomatics are so great for board removal, small boards. Yeah, his weapons are not going to be able to kill us. great. Next turn we can play 2 diamond attachments. But not before attacking, of course, because he's got 3 new secrets on the field. This is annoying. Okay, well, we'll be able to use the effect for 2 extra mana later. Oh, man, that's not nice. I don't like this minion. Figure I'm still gonna kill the bear shark. And you know what? Wait. No, I can't play Omega Assembly now because that will only give me 2 cards. Now I'm sticking to the plan and I'm putting 2 Dragonborn hatchlings. He's going to be able to kill one, well, almost for free with that snake, that cobra. But at least one of them is going to survive, and the one that will not die in vain. He'll kill the cobra and he'll give us another dire horn to our deck. This is, I think we're winning this. I think we're going to be able to survive and just win Teak style in a couple minutes. Right. I think his secret is the one that summons a 3-cost minion again. And that's not too bad. So let's find out. It is Wandering Monster. I should remember that name. Oh, that's not a good card for him to get. He's in the draw and he probably doesn't want that. Yeah, now I can discover my mechs. Okay, this is not good. These are not really great mechs. Can't discover any more though. Hero power. Oh wait. No. Mech and Skater Bot. Oh no, I should put the Skater Bot here. Right. Now we wait, we defend, and we hope to win in fatigue. Well, we hope to survive till fatigue, because once we reach it, we've won, of course. That should be his last secret. I mean, he's already played a lot right now, so I don't expect he's still got more. So, this. Okay. Now what could that last secret be? I'm going to try and figure that out later. Now I'm just going to focus on where I'm going to play, and I think I'm going to play Omega Assembly. Yay, Ziliax. Always a great card. Should play Omega Assembly first and then Ziliax onto this Joey bot, but okay, too bad. And what do I want to play? I think I want my armor. And you know what? I'm just going to play this minion, which is not great, but so that's what it was. Snipe. This is not a great secret, so I didn't really expect him to play that, but okay, I guess Secret Hunter plays all kinds of secrets.
My pack will hunt you down. 5 damage. Oh, that was smart.
I mean, there's normally not really any good ways for a hunter to damage himself on his own turn to be able to trigger that, but he did that nicely. But still, I'm okay. And what am I going to do? Well, I'm just going to do this. Use this guy's awesome death rattle. Oh, huge mistake. I forgot. I didn't play Boom yet. So I don't have rush yet for my mix. Okay, that's okay. I'll live.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Yeah. I often do that. Just play a mech and expect it to have rush, and then say, oh wait, I didn't play Dr. Boom yet. My mechs don't have rush yet. Anyway, we're winning. We've even got more health than him now, so except if you can come up with some really aggressive cards in the next few turns, I don't see this anymore. I know I shouldn't say this too quickly, but I'm just saying what I think. And that is a very annoying minion. We got Dr. Boom, which means we can give our mechs rush this time. Maybe I'll just do that. Although it's pretty passive, but I don't see anything else. I'm playing him for my hero power because I want to see what kind of power he can give me. Oh! And I picked the right choice. I'm getting 7 armor instead of 4. I could shield slam his Grizzly, but that's probably not worth it. We have 23 armor. It's gonna be extremely hard for him to get through that. Again, apologies. These are really long battles we're having, but that's just the control warrior style. I must say I don't mind playing long battles like that, especially if you know you're winning. Okay, doesn't have enough minions to steal any, but I could brawl now. That seems like a vile thing to do. I could even play Reckless Flurry, and then gaining some armor back with Gluttonous Ooze, which is what I'm going to do, I believe. Those 2 minions were not cool to have, so I'm just going to get it myself. Okay. Yeah. Hunters always make sure to create the most annoying zombies with their hero power. It amazes me how they almost always succeed to do that. Okay, this recycled Dynamatic is going to come in handy right now.
Light the fuses!
And since I don't see him getting 4 minions on the board anymore, this game is just
Engaging TC-130. Mental dislocation.
Mind Control Tech. Really, this deck is so defensive, it's really hard for your opponent to get anything on you, really. Wow.
I'll never tell.
That's really an impressive minion, but I'm going to... Oh, okay, yeah. Shield Slam won't really be effective against him. What can I do? I could brawl, but it's not worth it. Let me think. I think I'm going to sacrifice. Oh wait, yeah. You know, this is good. Except it's not. It's not good. I don't want to magnetize it. I prefer to give up my. I prefer to give up my mind control tech. And then going to kill her. Received. And we slowly draw nearer and nearer to fatigue. It's not fun. Luckily we gotta use hero power. Super Collider. Super Collider is actually a good idea here. And then kill the creature with my hero power. We got 3 cards left right now in his deck and 7 in his hand, so that's a total of 10 cards he's going to be able to use against me, plus of course all the zombies he's still going to cough, but my point is he's going to be in fatigue soon, unlike me. Okay. I think Direhorn Matriarch is a must here. I'm just going to silence that minion. Bring these guys in. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to try and get a mech to get rid of that minion of his, and I think the Spark Drill will do the job nicely. Especially since we're getting these guys. So we're finishing the job very effectively. Now, remember I said a couple of turns ago that we would have trouble getting through our armor? Well, it turns out he got through our armor, and we're a bit low on health for Odd Warrior standards, but he only has 1 card in his deck, so I think we're going to make it. And we still have a Brawl for if he really gets too powerful, so not to mention 5 minions on the board. This should be fine.
I'll never tell.
Okay, he gave us an annoying board here, but I'm going to be able to handle it. First, get rid of a couple of unnecessary minions. That's good. And I'm just going to Super Collide here. And he's out of cards. The fatigue war finally begins, and he's losing it. As we expected, of course, because that's the main strategy of our deck. We got good taunts up, 17 health. I repeat, we should win.
Magic Neutralized.
This is going to put a bit more aggression into our game next turn. I think it's time we start hitting the hero a little and accelerate his demise. Yeah, this is not cool. Prevents us from doing what I just said. Okay.
This jungle hides many secrets.
We could shield slam, but I'd rather keep it right now. Yeah, no. It's a rare fact when sparks stay on the board for more than 3 turns, but this one has certainly done it right now. Wow, that's an impressive move. But we've won, I think. Gonna fatigue for 3 next turn. So, if my calculations are correct,
Take that.
this and even this. Okay. Perfect score in this video. I'm very happy. Now, you should not be too impressed by this result. I mean, I got pretty lucky in all 3 matchups. And, well, indeed, Odd Warrior is the kind of deck with which you have totally winning matchups and totally losing matchups. I got pretty good matchups in this video, but let me assure you, it's also a deck that's pretty prone to losing sometimes, so it's not a wonder deck that's going to win you all your games, but it's a great deck in general, and I really enjoy playing it. Thanks for watching. If you liked, you can leave a like, and if you want to see more videos and be notified of it every time I make a new video on Hearthstone, then you can also subscribe. Goodbye.